Is this industry more challenging than other industries for women? The short answer is no. But I know the perception is out there.
I understand why people would be concerned that it is a male-dominated industry, but I do feel like with my own career, I've had a lot of support. And when I think back to some of my greatest sponsors, they've been men.
If anything, investment banking is more meritocracy-based than many other industries. So if you are good, you will excel. When you join Morgan Stanley, we have different support groups for all different levels of women, all the way from analyst, associate to managing directors.
There's a very strong network within Morgan Stanley of women who are kind of there to support each other.
So there's the Women's Business Alliance that you can get involved in and speak to senior members of the firm that are women and find out how they found it, and there's always people that you can talk to.
But I have to say, from my own personal experience, I don't feel like I've been at all disadvantaged from being a woman. For instance, when I got the opportunity to move to Europe from New York, which was a great both personal experience but also from a career perspective, I was 8 weeks pregnant with my daughter.
When I told my boss I was about to go on maternity leave, he was extremely supportive and he was very happy for me. At the end of the day, you have to realize your bosses or people around you, the male colleagues around you, they all have families themselves. So they're happy, they're genuinely happy for you.
You can work all the time. There's always work, right? So I think being able to really prioritize and focus on things as you need to, I think is really important. But then I also think, when you're with your family, you need to really focus on them.
Of course, I work a lot, but I also have time to take care of my hobbies. So, for example, I run for charity or I practice Bikram yoga. And also, during the weekends, I travel quite a bit.
We are fortunate to have a gym in the building, so if you want to take any sort of class you want to take, you can take it at lunchtime. A lot of people do that or after work.
With my 4 good friends from back in the days when I was doing the internship, often we do weekends at each other's hometown.
What Morgan Stanley is really good at is offering you opportunities that you can do within technically work that aren't part of your day-to-day roles. I'm part of a charity committee, and I'm also running some other little pieces on the side. I ran an event as part of the charity committee, a barbecue. That was great fun. So you can do all these other things and it's out there and they encourage you to get involved.
The 3 characteristics I think are most important to be able to succeed would be passion, ability and persistence.
If you have a goal, and you really want to achieve a certain goal, then don't give up, because there are a lot of opportunities here.
Particularly at a place like Morgan Stanley, you have to be collaborative, you have to be a team player, you have to be someone who people want to work with.
You need to be really willing to learn and up for the challenge.
I think you should work on making sure that you're good at what you're here to do. So if it's developer you want to be, make sure you work to be the best developer. I think that's the most important thing. Everything else will just flow.
I think one of the great things about a place like Morgan Stanley is the ability to do lots of different things.
It's very friendly, the managers are very receptive to you, and you have a lot of opportunities outside of your day-to-day work.
When I joined here, I didn't have a finance degree, and I asked my boss I wanted to do a master's in finance, and I was able to do that. They supported me at the time, they paid for it as well, and that gave me the opportunity to learn a bit more about things, about what we do as a business, and has given me the opportunity to work in different areas within the bank.
A lot of times people say to me, why have you stayed at Morgan Stanley for 16 years? And a big reason is because I've had probably 4 or 5 careers in 16 years. I've been able to work in 3 different offices, 3 different divisions, and I've been able to do a lot of different things.
For students who are curious about the industry, if you think you have the right skill set, you should definitely give it a go and decide whether it's the right thing for you or not.